In 2 sentences, can you tell us how you met?
One of us says one sentence and the other says the other. Who was first?
I was in Studio 4109.
That's not how we met.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. Well, does meet mean how we first laid eyes on each other or had a conversation? Oh! She was in Studio 4109 and I told her that I thought she was talented.
Aww.
Yeah.
And I said thank you. And that's how we met.
What role does God play in your relationship?
God is definitely an essential aspect of our relationship. I don't think Caroline and I would have even started dating if we didn't have a relationship with God individually, because both of us have really cared about our relationship with God before being together. So since we always seek Him out first, when it came time to go on dates with each other, we both found it really attractive that we love the Lord. So it's always been an essential part, not only in our relationship as a couple, but when we were single as well. And it still remains that way today.
What are 2 practical ways to keep God at the center in your relationship?
I think praying for one another is huge.
Yeah, and something that I got from my parents, specifically my mom, her and my dad used to do this thing when they were dating. At this specific hour of the day, they were to stop whatever they were doing and pray for the other person. And I don't know what time of day it was for my parents. I'd say it was 4:13 p.m. every day, no matter what. If you're in the bathroom, if you're in the kitchen, if you're together in person, if you're not together in person, they would pray for one another at 4:13 every day. And it would be a way where they would still be connected with each other, but bringing their relationship to God in prayer. So my mom gave me that, and Carolina and I do that at 7:10 p.m. every day. So we both have notifications on our phone, and it goes off at 7:10, and it says, pray for Carolina and I with the heart emoji. And then it gives me my reminder, okay, boom, God, thank you for my relationship. Please take us to where you want us to be. So yeah, that's something that we do.
And then what advice would you give to single people that are looking to get into a relationship?
Don't force it. Just because God has perfect timing, and sometimes when you force a relationship or force something to happen, it may not be exactly what God has planned for you. So when you are patient, He will open that door of opportunity for you.
I think it's pretty important to ask the people who already love you a lot how they feel about a person you're interested in. Because sometimes when we start having a crush on someone, we put on blinders and we don't really see everything for how it is. And the people in our closest circle have an outsider's perspective and can give us good advice. And they can tell us, man, this quality in that person doesn't really fit in with you. So I would just say, after just what Carolina said, talk to your close friends, talk to your parents, and see what they say about the person you've been thinking about.
First, what are your names?
Hello.
My name's Sabrina.
I'm Chandler.
How long have you guys been together?
3 years?
Yeah.
3.5.
And you got married?
Well, we've known each other. Oh, yeah.
No, yeah.
So we've been married for 6 months, and we had been together for like 3.5.
2 sentences, tell us how you met.
Summer camp. 2 words.
What role does God play in your relationship?
He calls the shots. He's the boss. He's the big man. I feel like without him, there's no way we would have gotten this far. Even on the little things, it's like he's a part of it and he helps things go so smoothly. I'm not an oblivious person completely, but there's a lot of things I don't pick up on, and so he definitely aids in helping me to be able to perceive the things that are going on with Serena. So.
I think that we both try to put him at the forefront of everything and make him our And in doing that when we were single, that brought us together and helps, I guess, to keep everything running smoothly. Like he said, helps him to understand me and me to understand him.
So we talk a lot about God being the center of the relationship, but it's almost become a cliche in our society. So it can be hard to know exactly what that means. So what we want to ask is for y'all as a couple, what are 2 practical ways that you keep God at the center of your relationship with each other?
I think individually, if we're spending time with God, it's definitely going to just change who we are, and so that's going to have an immediate effect in the way that we relate. We start our day with God and end our day with God. It's, I mean, a really practical way of building a solid foundation as an individual that's going to aid in the relationship.
I think also we don't rely on each other to grow in God. We build each other up and encourage each other, but we don't rely on each other's relationship with God to connect with God. We each have our own connection to Him that fills us, so we're not always taking from the other, or one's always giving.
What advice would you give to single people watching this video and looking for their future person?
There was a pastor I heard who said this analogy that if you are running towards God, you just keep going, and if you see someone to the left or the right of you, still going with you, then choose that person.
Be who you want, the person who you want to be.
So one more time.
No, I can't say that.